Hello and welcome back again to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my experience I had with GUSUDHEITSAMT. So in case for some people that don't know, these people do a lot of things, okay, and also call them like Schul. I have the paper here, Schuleingang. Like your child, if you have a child in kindergarten, your child cannot enter primary one from kindergarten without these people. Okay, so this paper is very important. So this is how it is. So it's very important, and when your child is leaving kindergarten to school, this is the paper you need. And my experience with them today was quite different from the one I had before. Because this is my second child that is entering primary school now. So my first child, I went there without her. So I never knew I was going to go there with her, but I went there without her. So, and they told me, no, I'm supposed to come with her. So there are some tests they're supposed to like set for them. So this is the more reason I'm making this video. For some of our parents, or some of our mothers, my fellow mothers. So we should allow our kids like learn how to draw, learn how to write, just speak the language you know for them. Okay, don't force. For example, you don't know how to speak good Dutch. Like in my home, I don't speak Dutch with my children. So which you're going to listen, you will hear me speaking Dutch with this woman. Like I speak Dutch outside, but in my home I don't speak Dutch, because you see those people I'm speaking Dutch with, they already know Dutch. Okay, they already know German. So even if my German is not, even if me speaking it is not that good, they understand it. Okay, so it's not going to spoil their ears. It's not going to affect their understanding. But me speaking it to my children, so they are going to be so confused, like the way I pronounce it, I might not pronounce it well. So like they will not be picking from me and be picking from outside. So it will affect their, but for this thing not to affect their grammatical, so it is better you don't speak, because we were not born here. We came from Africa. A lot of us, we are trying to learn, right? So if you're trying to learn, your children should be the ones to teach you, not the other way around, because you can't teach them. They were born here. So they went to kindergarten. From kindergarten, they start learning, and so on and so forth. Okay, so when my daughter went there today, so before you go, you're supposed to have U9, or maybe you want to have it, because before I went there for my first daughter, I was having appointment for August, for a bit July for U9. So they asked me if I'm done, or that when I'm done, I should send it to them, which is the info. So, and today, it's as if I knew. I didn't even know. I felt that today, this month is my daughter's birthday, which is the one that is going to school now, Victoria. It's her birthday, and the daughter we used to use in my old city, which is Augsburg, they used to like program their info appointment on the month of her birthday. Okay, so I called the kinder art today, and I asked them, when are they going to give my daughter appointment for info? They gave me September 22, which is school already resumed, right? And I really didn't think it really matters. So until I went there today. So in case you something like this happen, you have to also know what to do. That's why I'm sharing this. So I went there today. They told me she's supposed to take her own night before she enter, not after she enter. If not, she's not going to enter. She's not going to start with them. We all know any kids born under September down, they enter primary school at the age of 6. So, but if you're born September up, maybe you are October, November, December, you'll be 6 years. That means you are entering school 7 years. Because you cannot enter primary school 5 years plus. It must be 6 years or 6 years plus. So if you are born not September, if you are born like October, November, December, so that means you'll be 6 after they enter school. So, and all my kids are born under, which is all of them that are going to enter school at the age of 6. Is that not amazing? So what happened today is when I got there, they asked me for the you have to go with your yellow paper, that big one, okay, and the info, that's more advice for your vaccination. So it's two. One is the one, the right information, the height of your child, the weight and everything, and the other one is to really mark it if your child has taken if your child has been vaccinated, right? So, and they checked it, they saw that my 09 was missing. I said, yes, I have appointment. I called them today, I have appointment. So, and they said on the 22 of September is too far. They can't accept it. So I said, okay, if so, I have to call them and tell them, okay, my daughter is starting school September, which is September 1st or 2nd or 3rd, depends on how if it's Monday is on the 1st, that means they're starting on the 1st and all that, stuff like that. And they said she cannot enter until she take 09. And I said, oh no, that they do it there. Okay, so and the thing is, when you do it there, they don't need your insurance card, so they will do it because they are the government. All right, so according to what she told me, they don't need their insurance card. Meanwhile, they didn't just vaccinate her today, they gave me appointments that I'm going to use to vaccinate her on the I think next month. So the first thing my daughter did there today, they already prepared paper and a pencil were already there. They told her to paint, like paint, not just something. No, they told her to paint someone, either your mommy or your daddy or your sisters or your friend, anybody, just paint. And she started drawing. That is you see this video here, the way she was drawing, and I was surprised. Like, she drew better. On a normal day, she draw a little bit better than this. I know the woman said it was okay. For her age, it was perfect. But for me, it was not okay. But I have to praise her, right? But for me, it was not okay because at home, she drew better. So maybe because of, kids now, they want to do ISAB pass. So that's how she was just doing whatever she did, but it was okay. She passed it, and the woman asked me if I have to come back, if I have to just do the thing there. Then I told her, okay, since they can do it there, let them do it. So they took care of her, they controlled her as if she is in a kindergarten. They control her eyes, as you can see in this video. So they control her hearing, if she can hear very well. They control her weight, if she's weight enough, and they control her height. They say she's big, and they ask me, is your husband tall? I say yes, because me, I am tall and my husband is taller than me. So all my kids are kind of tall. Imagine my 7-year-old daughter, she's up to here, and me, I'm 170. So they did everything they do to them in kindergarten. So it was even today. I know that. Okay, I know they call them GUSUDHEITSAMT. All right, I know that's what they call them, but I never knew that they can control you the way they, as in there is it's like kindergarten, just that they do theirs professional. So they will not be the one to, if they control my daughter now, July, by God's grace, so they will not be the one to inform the school my daughter will go that okay, everything is okay, the body control, of which they have marked everything here. They have already marked it that the way she talk, the way she speak Dutch. So this is the area where I said it is not good for you to speak Dutch or any country you are with your kids, because you will be spoiling the way they are speaking. The way my daughter was speaking today, it was so perfect. And the lady asked me which language we speak at home. I said is English. So at times I just throw my dialect to them, just very few, very, very few. All right, because no matter what, they need to understand a little bit. But the basic language we use at home is English. We don't speak Dutch. At times they speak it within themselves, but we don't speak. And sometimes, not always, I also allow them to watch Dutch TV, okay? Because I wouldn't want my children, because the place where I came from, we speak English, right? So I wouldn't want my children to just focus on Dutch alone. You see some kids, some African kids, they cannot even speak English. When you speak English to them, at times some they understand, but they can't respond well because they are so deep in the language where they are, and I don't like it. So that's why I allow my kids to watch both English and Dutch TV. Yes, because they have to balance it. So it will be a shame on my part that my daughter or that my kids, they can't speak English. I've seen a lot of kids in Europe here that can't speak English. When you speak English to them, it sounds in their ear like something like all this. I know in school now they are teaching them, but at least it should be the language people should be using at home. I know I'm not in a position to tell anyone on how to control their home, but at times people are learning, right? Even in kindergarten, when I still went there, they asked me the same thing. Which language are we using? They take information. These people, when they're asking a question, whatever you say to them is they want to know if you are really taking care of the kids well and the reason why you are doing what you are doing. And the doctor asked me which Sprache we use at home. I said is only English. And she said, and he asked me, I know he was testing me, putting me into test or something. And he asked me, why? I said, because my Dutch is not good. You see the way I'm talking to you now? Like, okay, fine, you understand me. Because, as a doctor, people that work in a public place, you must understand the way Auslanders speak. They don't speak like them, but they understand it. You say, yes, you understand me. Even if I speak well to your ears, but it's not the same thing. You not say, yes, that is very, very good. Now it is perfect not to speak Dutch with your kids at home because you are going to spoil, their grammatics. I say, yeah. I say that is my reason. And I am glad I stick to it because before I got married, I was like, I guess I will see some kids, they don't speak. I've seen it in Spain, I've seen it in France. They speak only French. They don't speak English, and their mother and their father, they're African. They are not like Afghans. I didn't really like it. So that was why I decided to okay, when I start having kids, I will make sure my children speak English, not just English well, like they speak English well. Okay, so in case your kids are going to kindergarten and they're preparing to enter primary 1, you will need this. And for you not to go and fool yourself as a mother, allow your children to know how to draw. And the amazing thing my daughter did, I didn't tell her, and this is what they've been doing at home. Whenever they finish drawing, they will write their name. They will just write their name on it to know that who drew it. And the woman was surprised to see her name was written there. I didn't tell her because they are used to it. And the woman was like, who wrote this? She said she's the one. The woman looked at me. I said, no, it's not me. She wrote it. That's how they do. It's only the one of the 3-year-old baby that don't know how to write her name yet, which is trying to she's looking at them. I know she will learn. So my first daughter and the second one, they do it when they finish drawing, and they always do it with drawing though, not writing. Maybe they are writing alphabets or whatsoever. They don't write their name, but once they draw, they must write their name on top, either on top or under or side. Anywhere there is space, they must put their name there. So I was so surprised when I saw her, when the woman was like, wow, this is very good. So yeah, so I decided to share with you guys in case you have children that is in kindergarten. They are kindergarten, they're planning to go to school. First thing, please speak English to your kids at home. Don't spoil their grammatical, and yeah, just let them learn by themselves. Let them learn from school. Okay, so I hope this video will be helpful to someone out there. So please do share. You never can tell who needs this kind of video. And thanks for watching. Bye.